Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Rafi West. The title of this video, I think, is going to be Trouble in Paradise. I want to tell you guys about a crazy story I heard. Because, lately I've been learning about psychology, learning about masculinity, having a purpose. So, check out this. This is what some men have as wives. I mean, I know there's crazy stories out there, and to each his own. Before I tell you guys this story, to each his own, men, what they choose as partners. Now, you always give up a little bit when you choose a partner, and that's cool. But, you know, I met this woman. I was talking, I usually don't talk, here in NYC, you don't talk to people sometimes unless they talk with you. So, Um, there was a woman on the train, and she was playing slot machines on her phone. And she says to me, um, "What do you think of this?" So I said, "Well, it's better you play on there so you don't lose for real." So she says, "Well, I'm going to the casino." I said, "Oh, okay. I used to go there sometimes. As you all know, as some of you may know, my channel is partly on like lotto strategies and but I go to the casino minimally, right?" So she says, "I'm going to the casino." So okay. And then she tells me since 019 it just rang in, that's how you're supposed to start it off, to see if it's going to be prosperous or not. So right here, I said, "Oh, we got maybe a gambler here, a compulsive one. Maybe not." So they went to the casino. Okay. Then, no, so they said that, and I said, "Oh, okay, hmm." I kept an open mind to it. I said, "Oh, is that how you find out if it's going to be prosperous or not?" She said, "Yeah, try your luck." So, from what I know about playing, you play during your lucky cycles. Now, I don't know if her birthday was in that window of when your lucky cycles are. I have other videos explaining your lucky cycles. Basically, they are within the window around your birthday, okay? Um, within a few months window within your birth. So the season of your birthday, basically, not exactly, but basically. So anyway, so I said, okay, that's a justification that we have an obsessive gambler here because we all know, that's a myth, a big myth that okay, to see if the year is going to be prosperous, play the lotto, do this, do that to see, and if it rings in like that, it's going to be a prosperous one. Okay, so they said they play mainly slots, which is, as you may know, I talk about it. It is the one-armed bandit for the most part. The lowest odds, etc., etc. So then, coincidentally, on another day, or is it coincidentally, I run into this lady again. The first time I ran into her, she was well dressed, decent looking lady, well dressed, makeup on, nice clothes and everything. The next time I ran into her, looked like she just crawled out of bed, put on any jacket, no makeup. I smelled a little um, bad breath slash maybe alcohol or something. Like they've been, where the entire time. And guess where they were coming from? The casino. Now I met him where now we're on the train with a little more length of time. So she recognizes me, say, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Oh, where are you coming from?" The casino. Okay. So she's married, and she says her husband goes in like around the clock. So she starts showing me a picture of nice big house. Oh, she's gonna get home before he does. Something about um, she doesn't want to give him the tip off that I don't know if she's playing or whatever, but and she's gonna go again the following day, she says, and I'm gonna go again. So I'm like, oh, so she says her casino tips were in the morning is the best time. I think that's another justification to open the doors and be there even more. Yet another justification, right? And then also, oh, if you look towards the cashier, when the cashier is full of the line, that means people are winning. And when it's empty, people are not winning. Well, no duh. I mean, but I've never heard that as a tip. Because remember, when you play at the casino, it's to gain an edge. Now, I'm not saying she's a professional gambler, anything like that. I think she's compulsive. But the point of this is, and the dude is Caucasian, she's Hispanic. Um, so I'm like, oh, you know. So some dudes, this is what you have as a wife? I mean, to each his own. Now, I don't know the details of the marriage, but I think I know what's going on here. I mean, I'm not stupid. No one's stupid here. I don't know the details of the marriage. Could be a bad marriage, and this is being used as a form of escapism. Chances are she'll hook up with, Pablo at the bar, at the casino, whomever. Oh, she did say this. She did have a drink that her friend, she bought her. So, who knows? But I'm saying, like, this is what some dudes have as a wife. I mean, there's other stories. And from what I know about the guy, the little bit she told me, stand up guy, showed me pictures of him, likes, classic cars, but goes in around the clock. And this is what the wife is doing. I don't know if with her funds. Now, there could be some old money involved here where, because the house, like the upstairs is his mom's, and then downstairs is them. So they may not have much as far as expenses, maybe, who knows. But this is what dudes pick as a wife. Like, and I told this story to someone else, and they said probably with his funds or like, and that's his wife. And I'm sure there's 10 million stories like this, right? But just when you hear it and you see the person, you get into their mind, all the justifications of going to this casino nonstop is what it is. Nonstop. So, dudes, just to have a, so they asked me, why would he marry a woman like that? And I said, just to have a woman, and some of you dudes, man, having a woman is cool and all that, but a woman like this, well, you're out 24/7. She's there with at the casino, possibly with your funds, day after day, with no strategy, all the justifications in the world, you know, to continue to go there and continue to go there more often. Um, no doubt coming back a loser way more often than not, even though they claim, oh, here's another justification. Talk about the justifications here. That next time I saw them, when they were there looking the opposite, raggedy, like they just crawled out of bed, they said, I said, so how'd it go, at the casino? And they said, not so good. If it was good, if I told you it was good, I would be lying. But because it wasn't good today, that means the next time it'll be good. See, all these justifications to continue to go and go more often. And I guess it's a two-pronged thing here. It's like, guy, this is the woman you pick as a wife, and you probably know about this and just are cool with it. You may not know about the time she's hooking up with Pablo at the bar or other things, but and then the justifications of compulsion. Is this trouble in paradise? Or is this just content just to have someone and everything's cool and, as long as I have my lady? I mean, is this trouble in paradise or is this a guy who is freaking whack as can be? Anyway, that was my little story. That's one of, I'm sure, 10 million stories, and especially in major cities, there's probably 10 million stories like that. To each his own. I'm not knocking the guy. Maybe there's a lot of unknowns. Um, from her justifications, I can already tell she's not a successful gambler, so it can't be that. So, um, you know, maybe there's other things. Maybe that's just her thing. Maybe she's on a budget and he says, "Here's only a few bucks to go," which I doubt because she was there from it goes in the AM, returns in the PM. Um, at least those couple of times. Then told me they were going to go back in the AM the following day. So I don't know. To each his own. But you guys, man, just to have a female, if she's doing something like that, you know, um, even if you're wealthy, some people say, well, if you're wealthy, you allow that to happen. You can do that, right? You got it like that. But even if you're that, if you're wealthy, if you're truly wealthy, wealthy people don't just blow their loot and put their loot at risk like that. They really don't. Risk, their risk tolerance, they take calculated risks. They don't take risks like that. You know, they don't just willy nilly give stuff away. Um, you know, poorer people do that. Not wealthy people, not truly wealthy. I don't mean someone that a windfall landed on their lap and they do that, they experiment with drugs, they do all that stuff. No, that can be blown in no time. Lottery winners, for example, 90% of them end up in that fashion, broken stuff. So, anyway, that was just a story that, like I said, two-pronged. The justifications and the absolute myths that are believed to be an unsuccessful gambler. And dudes, pick your wives. This is the wife you're picking. Someone who's out there blowing stuff, you know, blowing stuff, possibly. Anyway. All right, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Is that a crazy story? Any other crazy stories you may have heard out there? Guys gotta choose a little better. There's other hobbies you can do all the time. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that, and if you've heard any crazy stories. If you like this, subscribe, share, and I will talk with you another time. That was just a random story there. Don't make those justifications. They are not good tips that you will hear here. So, anyway, have a good one. Peace, y'all.